Well, frank defeat, but do you sort of have the sense that the game plan worked? You just weren't able to take advantage of the moments it gave you?
Well, definitely the first half. Really disciplined, good. Didn't give Spurs the spaces they want, so they were limited threats. Probably the biggest threat were set pieces in the first half, but we defended well, and we had 2 great chances. And it can be the difference in these games. You're playing a team on the level of Tottenham. If you don't take one of those chances, I believe if we take one or so, the way the game was going, we probably don't lose tonight. It's easy said, but it's a reality of it. And there's no doubt that we came out the second half slightly off it and allowed them to get a bit of momentum. And then a penalty is the difference in the game. I know they scored late on with a deflected goal, but until that point, I thought everything we were doing was really good.
Just tell us about the game plan. Is it about being practical, about realising that you can't go toe-to-toe with every opponent?
It's my job and our job to try and find the best team and the best system on the pitch. And you watch Tottenham a lot, you know where their strengths are, and we have to be a bit adaptable because of where we're at in terms of our progress and that process, in terms of can we get better in different ways, and sometimes you have to respect an opposition, and that's not a problem. I watch Tottenham a lot, and they're happy to defend deep in their half for majority of their games. They play every 3 or 4 days, and they have a plan to attack. So we're different, and they're in a Champions League, and we're trying to go from where we were last year and move up the table. So maybe there were some signs of that today for me as a coach, and for us as a team where we can improve.
Just tell us how Dwight McNeil fitted into that game plan tonight. It looked to me like almost a hybrid role, part wing back, part further forward.
Yeah, mainly as a wing back, because if they are going to attack with their 5 as they do, the centre forward and the 2 10s, or the wingers and the wing backs, if you offer them the space between your defenders, then they're as dangerous as any team that play that system. So Dwight was mainly a wing back with the opportunity to be higher, and the balance of Seamus felt good in the first half. So I thought we did the job well with good application. I think generally through the team, I think there are just small differences that maybe make Tottenham what they are and find us where we are, and that's the work now. That's the consistency, and the players have to feel that individually, because then it becomes collective. But individually, can I be a bit crisper? Can I make a bit better decisions? Those sort of things, and maybe they come a little bit with time, but we have to get ready because we've got a game on Wednesday.
You touched on it already, but tonight especially, I mean, always in the Premier League, but tonight especially, first goal absolutely huge.
Yeah, because I think if we score it, the confidence it gives us at half-time to go and continue with the game plan, and Tottenham have to open up, and the fans, here can get agitated, and I know that. So it's just the case. So the goals and our opportunities were a huge factor in the game, because other than that, a lot of elements were quite tight, and you get that when you play back 5s against back 5s at times. So if we could have taken those chances, it may have been different.
Any complaints about the penalty, or is it just one where Jordan Pickford holds his hand up and we all move on?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. As soon as the action happened, I thought it would be a penalty. Harry's smart, and when I say that, I'm not criticising. I'm just saying good players understand moments where they get the touch and take contact, and I think it was an example of that.
And why slightly off it in the second half? You said that, not quite as good as the first. Any thoughts as to why?
No, not really, because maybe where we're at, you invest a lot in discipline and organisation and closing spaces, and then to sustain that for 90 minutes, we need to be better. And it's as simple as that, because those moments against top teams change games. You might get away with that in a different type of game, but we're coming to a Champions League team, so we can't afford to do that. And no reason. I didn't, when the players go out, they go with the intention to carry on, maybe Spurs up their game a little bit and change a few things and be a little bit more aggressive with some of the changes of play and stuff. But
the extra midfielder change it when they brought Basuma on?
Yeah, I think so, and maybe that's the fate of sometimes of an injury and how it changes, and it evened it up in midfield as such for numbers, but maybe changed the look of it slightly. But really, the isolation of the goal, the penalty really is, and a couple of moments where Harry Kane gets a chance, the little things that we get wrong, and it maybe changed the feeling in the game and got the crowd engaged slightly. But details are hard to sort of make a big deal. I'm not criticising the players. Sometimes moments in the game they can get a bit better, and again, it's a reality check that teams like Tottenham will hurt you with those.